Grand Rising, y'all. Welcome to my chat room. Give me just one moment. All right, y'all. I think we're good to go. Grand Rising, this will be a channeled message for the collective of all zodiac signs. Thank you so very much for joining me and welcome to my chat room, whether you're live here with me right now as I'm streaming or you're coming back to watch the recorded version over on my YouTube channel. I'm so graciously grateful that you're here and I am so overjoyed for all of your support. This again will be a channeled message for the collective of everyone. That means any zodiac sign that you have, you are in the right place. If you, however, would like to have your virtual one-on-one uh, spiritual session with me, sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure this is going, that it's still streaming. If you would like to have your one-on-one spiritual session with me and receive your own personalized guidance, then you are more than welcome to reach out to my hotline, 720-675-7551. All right, you guys can do a channeled text message if you'd like that and you don't want to sit face to face. That's all right. You're more than welcome to do that as well. If you're interested in any sort of spiritual growth or you're wanting to get more in tune, I advise you to come and see me on August 31st, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for my mini course. It will be a live virtual event that will be private for whoever purchases a ticket. For every ticket that is purchased, you get a free workbook. So come and see me and check it out. It's going to be awesome. You guys are amazing. Let's get started with pulling some cards. Y'all, this stream over here is going super slow. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with the TikTok this morning. Grand Rising, everybody. I intend you're doing well. What's up, y'all? There seems to be the energy of something possibly intentionally being hidden or not revealed because of a past situation. Like somebody is sitting on information, somebody is hiding some sort of money or some sort of asset, and it has to do with what has transpired in the past or with something that is a decision that was made in the past, and now it's almost like now that it's hidden or it has been hidden, how do I come about talking about that again? Because I intentionally hid it away. I intentionally didn't say something about it. Someone may be coming to tell you that that's what they've done. Okay, you're being placed in a leadership position. This is sealed. So there is something here about healing vibrational frequencies, possibly somebody listening to like gospel music or spiritual music, binaural beats. That could be significant during meditation, maybe even. Call it prayer, call it intention, whatever it is that you'd like to do. This is speaking to the universe, okay? The universe could be speaking to you through music. It could be speaking to you through vibrational frequencies. If you ever go and watch, it could really be any breakdown of like the scientific perspective of it. But whenever sound like resonates through a speaker and the different shapes that it makes whenever it is, whenever it's being released into the airwaves, it's absolutely phenomenal what happens, and the different types of like sacred geometry it can make because of whatever vibrational frequency it is. It's such an amazing phenomenon to me. I love it. They're also bringing forward the examples of like when nature is making music. There's special types of equipment that you can hook up to like a tree leaf or mushrooms or things like that, and they all have their own song, if you will. They all have their own vibrational frequency. They all make their own sound. That could be significant here. Or there's a bunch of different birds that I hear in the background here that are chiming in possibly early in the morning. Maybe somebody has numerous birds around their home that are up early. This one that I'm hearing specifically kind of sounds like a finch. So that could be significant, or a blue jay. If you know what a blue jay sounds like, it is not a, it's a beautiful bird. Absolutely striking, just phenomenal. But the sound it makes is kind of crazy when it opens its mouth. It doesn't fit its majesty of what it looks like outside. And that's kind of what I hear in the background. So that could be significant, maybe. And no shade to the blue jays, because they're beautiful. I love them. They're one of my favorite birds. But that being said, go look up the spiritual significance of a blue jay, okay? Or a blue bird could also be significant. I see red and white little cardinals. I absolutely love those birds as well. And they're bringing forward a hummingbird. There is also a moth called a hummingbird moth, I think is what it is. And that is coming forward. So first of all, hummingbirds, they eat nothing but nectar and sugar, like sugar water, okay? Um, and for whatever reason, Spirit is giving me this scientific fact, so I'm going to share it with y'all. Like whenever they're eating out of like the hummingbird feeders that have like the little flowers where they can stick their little like skinny straw tongues in and drink the nectar, something as small as like an ant being in the sugar water and holding on to the end of the hummingbird's tongue could be detrimental to them. And let me tell you why. It sounds silly, but it's kind of crazy actually. So let's say that they stick their little tiny straw tongues through the flower of the hummingbird feeder, and there's an ant that just happens to grab onto the end of the tongue, because I watched a science video about this, okay? Um, and what happens is it gets the hummingbird's tongue stuck inside of the little holes in which it's trying to drink out of, right? That's like exhausting to the hummingbird, and very quickly, because they have to eat like all day long to keep up their energy, because they flap their wings and move in all directions, and so quickly that them sitting there even just for a few seconds, like a minute or two, could literally exhaust them to the point where they're like hanging by their tongue out of the hummingbird feeder, because they don't have the energy to keep up what they're doing. They are the only bird that can move in every direction, and that includes backwards. So there's a lot of significance that comes with the synchronicity of a hummingbird. They're able to move in all directions. They do nothing but eat sugar water. It's the sweetness of life. It's such a beautiful concept. And the hummingbird moth is significant also, because not only is it the attributes of the hummingbird, but it's a moth. It means transformation. It means bringing something to the light and transforming it, transmuting it. It's a beautiful sentiment, okay? For whatever reason, Spirit decided that they were going to pull those types of energies to the forefront. A bunch of birds. I love birds. They're beautiful. Taking flight is significant. So as the overall energy for today, we have prayer. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have leadership position here with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have been praying for a leadership position, or you could have been praying to be like some sort of deciding factor in a situation. And then we have sacred sound here with the water energy that surrounds it. And sounds through water are magnificent. There's the sounds of like whales and dolphins that travel through water that are literally like healing. If you guys want to go down a crazy rabbit hole, if you're into that kind of thing, go look up why it is that humans are not allowed to have dolphin assisted births anymore. Okay. People have reported, whenever this was possible, people have reported that during a dolphin assisted birthing process, there was like virtually no pain, and that the experience was actually quite the opposite and was more of a euphoric type of situation. Okay, go figure. And the frequency of the communication that they have is literally like a natural process that is like a remembrance of who humans are to them. So keep that in mind and go do your research. It's very fascinating. And dolphins could also be significant. Okay. There's something possibly that has to do with the water energies. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Not necessarily you're that sign, but there could be something to do with maybe even cleansing. Water is extremely cleansing. This is sealed. So if you're feeling really heavy from the energetic frequencies and shifts that have been happening, because they are quite heavy, especially for those of us that are in the middle of a transition and that are trying to navigate a new beginning, especially towards stability here, that can be really heavy and it can be really hard to carry. So cleansing yourself with a spiritual bath or a shower is very significant for getting rid of that energy down the drain. We have stability 444. Angels are guiding and supporting you, providing a stable foundation for success. Y'all, if you're struggling with that energy and you're having a hard time trying to navigate that, come and see me for a virtual one-on-one. I am a spiritual consultant. That's what I do. I channel message from crossed over loved ones. Come and see me. You can find my information down in the comment section below of my YouTube channel. Reach out to my hotline 720-675-7551. And I would absolutely adore the opportunity to channel spirit for you and to help you along the way. Trust 232. Trust in yourself and the universe. Have faith in the divine plan and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. We have growth 234. You're experiencing growth and expansion in all areas of your life. You are on the right path and moving towards greater fulfillment and success. We have changes 454. Embrace change and take courageous steps to unlock opportunities for personal growth and spiritual transformation. We have divine guidance 000. You're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan of your life. Someone keeps saying 000. Okay. Oh, that's one. Okay, we're done. They're sealed. They pulled out psychic ability. Your psychic ability is putting you in a position of leadership. This is sealed. Following your intuition, following your intuitive nudges, following whatever is being revealed to you in your mind's third eye. There's something significant here about following your instincts or your intuition to a situation that is going to stabilize your life. It's going to give you financial stability. It's going to give you mental stability, emotional stability. It's going to give you like 10 of Cups type of energy, because 10 of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment and stability. Okay. This is literally putting you in a position that is of leadership quality, and it's bringing stability and growth into your life. The universe is asking you right now to trust the process and to trust the changes. I literally just got done saying that you guys could be going through some sort of transition and could be going through some very, very heavy energies because of a navigational type of situation of a new beginning. Sometimes new beginnings are exciting, but they're kind of touchy to navigate. But this seems to be saying, don't worry about that, because whatever you're being guided to do right now is in divine timing. Something could be too overly disciplined. Maybe you're working somewhere where your supervisor, or it's a corporate situation or what have you. Yeah, look, they're talking all about stability. that maybe the situation where you work right now is way too restrictive. It's almost like, this is almost like I can't do my job properly because I'm being micromanaged, kind of like that. And if I don't do what's being asked exactly to the T because of the micromanagement, it causes some sort of disruption. Okay. This is very much about stability. You not only have stability here, you have leadership, you have psychic abilities. Your psychic abilities or your intuitive nudges here is what is creating the foundational structure here that is stabilizing or that you're calling in to be stable. Oh, wow, this is cool. This is sealed. So this is like lots of people talking about a situation. This is a bunch of people having some sort of discussion here. Okay. This is talking about you and your stability and the money that you're generating. Someone could be discussing offering you some sort of stabilizing situation that includes money. The fish here is like financial freedom. It's the King of Pentacles. Somebody could have been talking about this for a long time. When I first started channeling message for today, I literally said there was a situation in which something is happening as a revelation, like you're having something revealed to you that was intentionally kept back because of a past situation, because of a past choice, because of a past relationship, because of a past complication, some sort of blockage, whatever it is. That's what I said. What's happening here is, and especially with the specific areas in which they're wanting me to place these cards, there is some sort of situation where people were talking. This is almost like on the borderline of like gossip right now. That people were talking about some sort of money situation. And if you were given the money or you were given access to the trust or you were given access to a leadership position or something, that would be bringing you an anchored sense of growth and stabilized energy. It would be giving you the four type structure energy. It's giving you the ability to make decisions you with your finances and you bringing instability on your own. Like that maybe could have been the situation where someone was hiding money from you or someone was manipulating a financial situation and they were talking about it, possibly thinking it's funny or gossiping about something like that. Okay. And talking about, oh, well, we're not going to tell them that we have this because if we do that, they're able to do X, Y, and Z. Well, now it kind of seems like maybe they did that and they hid this information or they manipulated the information so that you were not aware of it. And now the discussion is that you're coming into financial stability. You're in a leadership position all on your own and you brought the stabilized energy to your own life. And now them hiding whatever they did is causing a problem because now they've got to figure out how to come forward with it. What are we going to say now? How do we bring this information up? How does this information come out now? And by divine guidance, there is something that is affecting you directly with this situation and it's bringing stability and happiness into your life. Maybe you're not so happy that the people were lying to you or that they were not telling you the truth, but however this is playing out, it is playing out in your favor and it is anchoring you to something that is solid. The 12th of July or the 12th of September could be significant. Again, 34 or 35 years old could be significant. Okay. Let's see what else is here. There's some sort of celebratory energy that is either here for you now because you're in like the Six of Wands energy of like public recognition, accolades, accomplishments, or there's something here that you're about to be celebrating because of information being revealed to you. Somebody is holding on to information, whether it's you or someone else, This is your energy, though. This is High Priestess. This is being very knowledgeable. This is being very smart. This is holding your hand close to your chest. This is having a good poker face. These two pillars here, these Corinthian pillars, stand for a soulmate or twin flame relationship dynamic, possibly. We have intuition, wisdom, and patience. High Priestess is very patient. High Priestess is very psychically inclined. She is absolutely riddled full of all kinds of spiritual gifts. And she is sort of like an all-knowing type of energy. And notice that on this deck, they won and done it with the High Priestess, and the other deck won and done it with the psychic abilities. Somebody here is really, really in tune with their spiritual gifts. Somebody really has an amazing talent or an ability to navigate through situations because of their instinctual and intuitive nudges that they're being given. The solar plexus is a gigantic factor here. The stomach or the digestive system or your solar plexus chakra of the like beliefs in yourself. I am statements is what you want to think about when you're thinking about your solar plexus, okay? Let's get some sort of answer from, let's see, that wasn't supposed to come out, so we'll take that in a minute. Let's get an answer from the Angel Oracle here. Let's get an answer on psychic abilities and leadership. You have romance that popped out. Somebody's romantically interested in you here, or somebody finds that your psychic abilities are fascinating and it's putting them in a romantic interest type of energy. Someone is possibly about to take action in a romantic way. Or you could be deciding to take action in a romantic way, maybe. You take action according to your psychic abilities, according to what Spirit is telling you. Someone could be discussing another individual taking action towards you, or someone could be discussing the way that you're taking action. Someone could also, or a group of someone's could be discussing someone taking action towards you in a romantic way, or the fact that you may be having someone come towards you that way, or maybe you're going towards someone in a romantic way, or there is a change in the stabilizing energy of a romantic situation, like a serious commitment. Someone is trying to get information, more information, before they take action, maybe. Sacred geometry is significant. Dodecahedron and a dove is significant. It's up to you. It's up to you whether you want to accept this romantic offer or this money offer. Let's see how far back this goes. This is too much. Yeah, we have this too. No, this is too much. All right, this is sealed. We have compromise and a peaceful resolution and no need to worry. Then we have forgiveness. Then we have you're ready. Then we have the situation will improve. And I literally was just talking about dolphins and they pulled a card out with dolphins. I can't make that up, y'all. That's crazy. You could be dealing with a Libra, or there's some sort of justice coming into a situation. You could be dealing with a fire sign, or something about a like fire pit, or like wildfire could be significant. Okay. So these two cards came out when I pulled this deck, and we pulled the Three of Cups, which is community, it's celebratory energy, and then we pulled indecision. There could be somebody who is influencing a choice here. Or there's a group of people that is keeping this person in indecision. They don't know what to do. Somebody may be trying to get more information. Or maybe the community that they're around is giving them more information, but it's not true. they're confusing them, possibly intentionally. (1987 or 1978) could be significant. Pomegranates, apples, figs, red rose petals are significant. The color red is significant, period. Maple leaves. Canada could be significant. And I told you moths earlier. There's 2 different types of moths right here on this card. No, I cannot make that up. This is crazy. This is so crazy. And I didn't even realize that I was sitting there talking about birds, about different kinds of birds, cardinals and like blue jays and finches, right? I do believe that these are some sort of finch. And then we have another bird on this deck. That is crazy. Y'all go back and rewatch it if you have to. That's fine. And then they pulled the dolphins. I was talking about like the ocean and stuff. There's that. This is insane. The synchronicities that come out on their own are like mind-blowing to me. Like, it's so cool. Pop off spirit. Horses could be significant. That also stands for like motion or movement. Someone could be undecided because they don't know if you'll compromise with them. You have a very happy situation that's coming for you. The sun is ultimate illumination, ultimate happiness, joy, laughter, marriage. Okay? This is coming for you. And then you have woman holding a heart. This is Queen of Cups energy. This is maternal. This is loving. This is very kind, soft, gentle energy. This is sealed. Okay? There's some sort of like, unfortunately, it's like, I want to say it's deception. Or it's like manipulating of the truth. There's something that look, manipulation is the magician. The magician will manipulate energy for good or bad, however it is. It's a manipulation of energy. Someone could be trying to get themselves out of a very toxic situation. Earlier, I was talking about how you may be in a very restrictive work environment, like the micromanaging has become toxic or something like that. There could be a situation here where someone feels like they are being pressured from outside energies, like a community or a very close-knit community. I told you something was hidden. There's the moon. The moon is Cancerian energy. Okay? The moon is things that you can't see. It's things that are hidden or that are covered partially by shadow. It's things that are very mysterious and intentionally kept back so that there is not the knowledge that you have. Then I just told you that you pulled the Queen of Cups energy here with the woman holding a heart. That's very psychic energy. It's very loving. It's maternal. And there she is at the bottom of the deck. I cannot make that up, y'all. Like, this is crazy. They are really popping off with one today. Like, really. Somebody is like watching something grow here. You could have planted seeds for a business and you're watching it grow. You're nurturing it so that it's able to be fully what it is intended to be, like staying diligent about making sure that all parts are moving in a positive direction. That's sealed. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant and the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is on top here. This is losses. This is something that you took that you felt was a loss in your life. This is something that you were not expecting. But what ended up happening is you were left with more than what you thought, and you were able to take what little bit you did have left and turn it into something wonderful, or turn it into something that is going to be profitable, or that is going to grow in a positive manner. The Hierophant is marriage. This is body corporate. This is an official situation. This is something that has to be done by the book, or that has specific specific guidelines that have to be followed. That's what that energy is. And then, yeah, whoa. So this is sealed. So you have an Ace of Pentacles. You have a brand new beginning in money. I told you that someone was talking about money here. That's the Fish energy, about your abundance. You have a new beginning in money. Your new leadership position, because of your psychic abilities, possibly you're in something to do with like spiritual practices, or you're following your intuition to where it is that you're supposed to be going and what decisions you're supposed to be making. That's putting you in a leadership position. It's bringing you stability. This Ace of Cups is bringing you growth and stability and positive changes that are literally divinely guided. There is the death of a situation, something that is over with, something that is ending, possibly that is toxic, that caused you a loss. People walked away from you. Someone left you with very little resources, and you had to figure out how to make something out of that situation. And from what my cards are telling me and what the energy is reading, you've done that. Okay. And you have the Sun here. You have a brand new beginning in money that is going to bring you happiness and joy. And it's the death of some sort of burden in some sort of heavy situation. Lucky number 13. What's up, Buttercup? There is some sort of there's a couple situations they're giving me here. Somebody is walking away from a situation because there is some sort of bigotry, or some sort of very, very restrictive, very strict, religious tyrannical type of energy. This is religious tyranny. Someone is walking away from that, or you walked away from that, and now you're inspiring someone else to walk away from it because of the decisions that they're making. This full moon here shows that you may not know that someone's walking away from a situation, or when you were walking away, you had no idea what was going to happen, but you're like, you're not putting me in this energy. This death energy is like wanting to walk all over people with their horse here and stomp their face into the ground because they want to reiterate so desperately what their religious beliefs are, or whatever it happens to be. This is something that is the ending of toxicity. There's a brand new beginning that's coming because of it. There's a brand new beginning that's coming because you walked away and you followed rules. There's something here about following a specific set of rules, standards, morals, or ethics, that you are very deliberate about staying within the guidelines. There is the death of something that was restricting you, that was choking you, making you feel like you couldn't breathe, or making you feel like you couldn't make your own decisions. It's the ending of that situation and the brand new beginning of something that has to do with money, and also something that is bringing in some sort of romantic action. Receiving more information, understanding a situation more in depth, and getting more of whatever, whether this is you have questions that are being answered, or you're just being given information about a situation. There's going to be clarity here. The situation is on its way to improvement. The situation is happening as it's supposed to in divine timing. There's no need to worry. There's a peaceful resolution here. Whatever action you're taking is being divinely guided. Literally think that I am following in the pursuit of whatever the divine is having me do, and there is no way I can mess up because I only follow what spirit tells me to do, and everything is always working out in my favor. Y'all, if this is resonating for you, come and see me for your one-on-one session. Reach out to me at 720-675-7551. You're more than welcome to reach out to my website, www.ThePsychicMinistry.com. Come and see me to help you work through this energy, or if you have other things that are going on in life, in your personal life, your romantic life, business, what have you, come and see me. Go and check out all of my true life testimonies of individuals that I've helped that have come to me for a myriad and plethora of different reasons. I help all walks of life. My ministry is non-denominational. So regardless of what your religion is or what your belief system is, spirit doesn't recognize that. Spirit only recognizes spirit. Religion is a human thing. It's a human dividing factor. It has no say so in what spirit actually has to tell you. Check out the testimonies of people who have come to see me and I've completely changed the way that they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. There's a before you meet me and there is an after you meet me. You could have been dealing with some sort of situation that tested your endurance, that tested your stability or your strength to be able to hold on to something. I'm telling you, there is some sort of religious tyranny here, because this horse is walking all over the back of this person. There's a pope here. This pope is wearing an outfit that is secretly, if you don't know about it, go look it up, that is secretly actually paying homage to another deity. It's like a fish god, if you will, okay? There is some sort of toxic influence. See Adam and Eve? There is some sort of toxic influence that is bitter, venomous, nasty, jealous type of energy, and it has to do with the principle of formal religion. See the Pope hat? I cannot make that up. This is two separate decks. They're not even in the same deck. He's not only wearing his Pope hat, they specifically highlighted that part. There could be something to do with Catholicism, but this is definitely formal religion. Christianity could be significant. Okay, when I'm talking about the hat of the headdress that the Pope wears, that actually is in homage to the fish god. If you look, it looks like fish eyes. It's the mouth and head of a fish. Okay. Go and do your research on that. That's legitimate and it's real. So go and check that out. There is something that was very, very severely impressed into your, forced into your energy because of religion. I told you red roses are significant. There they are. 1987 or 1978 is significant again. We have 7 and 8 and 8 and 7 out here twice. We have the principle of a situation. This has to do with somebody that believes in a specific way because of their religion or because of their spiritual beliefs. You could be dealing with a Leo or you could be dealing with a Cancer. There is about to be some sort of illumination on why somebody believes something to be true or why they did whatever they did. And it has to do with some sort of snakish, sneaky type of religious tie, whatever that is. We have vision. Somebody's vision could literally actually be bad. Maybe you wear glasses or really strong contact lenses. This is special contact lenses or something that have they would be trifocal or bifocal, but they're contacts. Okay. We have optimism. I cannot make this up. I told you someone was forcefully placing their opinion or what they thought in your energy. There is domination by formal religion. I cannot make that up. I cannot make that up. Their vision was to dominate you because you go against what they believe to be true, religiously. They don't like your psychic abilities. They feel it's their purpose to dominate you with religion. They want to absolutely just distinguish and totally diminish your optimism. They want to put it out like a fire extinguisher. They want to distinguish, this is religion, this is what's right. The distinguished energy is, I'm right and I'm going to force my beliefs that this is right by a way of doing something that is not so nice. First of all, it doesn't seem to be ethical, and it's to extinguish your fire, to extinguish your flame and to totally dilute and put out your optimism and to like detour or alter your vision, or the fact that you say you see visions or that you have an open third eye. Because notice she has all three of her eyes open, and this has a third eye, if you will. The eye of Horus could be significant. Someone wanted to like mislead you and make you feel like whatever visions you were having were not right, or that they were incorrect, or that you were unstable, or that you were crazy, or this is sealed. Someone was trying to make you second guess what your abilities are, or even your own sanity. Someone tried to say that you were not stable, like mentally. Someone or a group of someone's, 4 or more people, 5 or more people, maybe even, were trying to weave a specific narrative about you because of their religious beliefs and because you were not easily dominated. So they had to keep coming after you, and they had to keep attacking you, and the smear campaign just had to keep going on, and the slander and the flying monkeys and the triangulation and the gaslighting and the love bombing, it all had to keep going because you would not submit and you would not give up. They took from you, they stole from you, and left you with what you should not even be able to have turned into what you did. And you should have been begging them for help or begging someone to just give you generosity or charity. And you never did that. And that left them confused. You walked away. It left them confused. And even though you willingly, you were like, oh, you don't really like want to be with me no more, or you don't want to do business with me anymore, or you don't want to be my friend anymore, or whatever. Like, wow, that makes me really sad. But like, okay, like I'm not going to force you to be in my life. Like, okay. And you walked away. Like, you didn't even like, no, please stay, or like try to seek revenge. Like, oh, you don't want to be with me, or you don't want to be my friend anymore. You don't want to do business with me anymore. I'm going to come after you. Like, let me show you. Like, there was none of that. But they just kept coming after you when they're the people that decided to walk away or to cut you out. This is like cutting you out intentionally. And then when we have the moon that we pulled earlier, and we have a full moon here also, an eclipse could be significant, or eclipse season. Someone could even drive a vehicle called like an eclipse. It's like, I didn't even chase you down. I let you go. I released it. Like, I didn't say anything. Like, if that's what you truly wanted to do, I let you go. I was not seeking revenge. I was not doing anything like harmful to you. I was just allowing you to go on with what you felt you wanted to do, or that was a better fitting situation for you. And then you didn't like the fact that I either walked away or didn't beg you, or I wasn't suffering enough in sadness. So then you came back multiple times, not just once, not just twice, but like repetitively as like a pattern, to try to dominate me and the situation because of your religious beliefs, or because you're being used like a puppet from someone who has very strong, very tyrannical types of beliefs in this religious type of situation. And you just kept trying to kill and squash my optimism, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why your vision was solely set on ruining me, like humbling me, taking me out. Like, people that try to humble you are already intimidated by what they already know you possess. You're already far more powerful in their eyes than maybe you even realize. Like, truly. Like, people that, because I'm not trying to humble nobody, like, ever. Like, that is not my position. That ain't my job. That is not for me to say. That is not for me to do. Like, that just is not my place. So someone who goes above and beyond and out of their way to try to humble you or try to sit your ass down or try to take you off your square and try to knock you off your self-proclaimed pedestal, like they got serious internal issues with themselves. Like really, like literally. Like they really have an issue if they keep not only coming after you once, but then like repetitively. And then if that doesn't work by themselves, they like gather other people. It's like a school of like piranhas or something coming to like eat you apart. Like, why? Just leave me alone. I didn't bother you. I didn't like come after you in any way. You're the one that decided to make the changes. You're the one that decided to do whatever you were doing. And I just let you. Like, I wasn't trying to harm you. I don't understand where the disdain and the hate for me came from. So because of possibly you being spiritual or you being like spiritually inclined, you being and possessing some sort of high priestess like psychic ability, and this putting you in a position of stabilized leadership right here, this is telling me that there's a group of people that are chatting and talking about that, and that we're gossiping or still might be gossiping about that because of you becoming successful in some sort of way. This very much seems to me like in a monetary way. You've monetized on your gifts somehow. You're also receiving romantic offers left and right, possibly as well, because of the magnetism of your energy. Someone knows that there's people taking action towards you, or there's a group of people that know that there are individuals that want to take action towards you in business and in love. People are wanting to take care of you. You take care of other people. The good that you put out will come back to you. Maybe not immediately, maybe not right away, maybe not even from the person that you helped, but the universe will return it by law. That's how it works. So you putting out like beautiful energy to help other people without the expectation of anything in return is going to help you somehow in this new beginning through these changes. That is the divinely guided situation. Trust the universe. Like, trust the process is what someone just said. There is someone here possibly who has like a bald spot or who is balding. That is, they keep bringing that up over and over and over again. That is significant. Like a hiking trail or some sort of like walking stick or something could be significant. Somebody could literally like collect like knives or swords or something. That could be significant. Okay, so since there is the like deceptive type of domination energy, they're going to have me pull from this deck. Let's see what they have to say about this. There could be some sort of situation where someone walked away from you in a marriage, or someone is walking away from a marriage. Like spiritual beliefs between two people are not aligning. Someone has nothing but positive memories of you and is receiving like absolute clarity on what you are to them. Somebody had people around them that were trying to confuse them, and their pride got in the way of their loyalty. You are in this loyal energy. This is everlasting, unconditional love. You are very reliable. That's the word that they're using. You are very, very reliable. And if you say you're going to do something, hell or high water, healthy or sick, not feeling well, not feeling it that day, whatever, you show up. And you will be there, and you can count on the fact that you're going to be there. If I tell you I'm going to show up, or I tell you I'm going to do something, or I say that this is what's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. That type of reliability is bringing clarity to someone's eyes. Your intention, your honesty, your truth. Like I said I was going to be there. Even if you like upset me or there, and I told you I was going to be there, I'm going to be there. Like I already said it. There's someone's pride that is getting in the way and causing some sort of emotional storm. Someone is going through an emotional storm because they're getting clarity that their pride stood in the way of a relationship, and that's what caused you to walk away. That's what caused you to not return. This is sealed. Because it's like, well, I let you decide what you would rather be doing. I let you decide where you would rather be. I let you decide who you would rather be around, and it wasn't me, even though that sucked at first. And I had to figure out, like, even if I don't know why that is, or why I was such an issue in your life when I tried to only give you like loyalty and honest love. Someone may be getting clarity on the people that they chose to hang around were not that at all, and they're not reliable. They're not loyal. There is some sort of situation here that is revealing itself possibly to this person or these people, that there is disloyalty here. There is a snake-like venomous devil energy that is influencing other people, possibly because of like religious beliefs, or they believe that you being spiritually inclined is evil or the devil, or that it causes problems, or that you shouldn't be doing that because it's against the Bible. If someone tells you that's against the Bible, you need to tell them and go back and read where the Bible actually originated from and what Jesus is actually famous for. Like, what was he doing? He was prophetic. Isn't there, do no harms unto my prophets and my chosen and my anointed? There's multiple prophets within the Bible, and there's tons of them that have been removed that are female, that are kept under lock and key, under private libraries that are not even allowed to be accessed unless you have a certain level of a degree, like literally. And there's so many different prophets that are spoken about, or that put their prophesied, whether that be excerpts or their experience, whatever it is, in the Bible. So saying that someone can't prophetically see something, or that spiritual gifts are not real, is, or that spiritual gifts go against what the Bible says, no, that's a religious thing that has been tweaked and tuned to make you feel separate from the energy of the Most High, and is trying to separate you from spirit, when in fact spirit doesn't recognize religion, it only sees spirit. Religion is a human thing. That is a human dividing factor. Just like skin color and hair color and eye color, that just divides you even further, and spirit finds it silly that you would even do that, because it's all the same intelligence. But if you want to go according to the Bible, they use frankincense and myrrh and oils and stones, and they reference spiritual gifts. How do you think that Jesus was miraculously healing people? Energetic frequencies from your palms. That's Reiki. That's energy healing. Whenever a child scrapes their knee and they fall, or they scrape and fall to hit their elbow and they have a sore or some sort of cut on their elbow, what's the first thing you do whenever you hit your funny bone or you get some sort of scrape? You do this. Oh, it hurts. What do? You grab it. That is your instinctual, like, that's what you're instinctually meant to do, because you have healing energy through your palms. These are tools. This is a modality for channeled energy. Okay? Like, really wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up and understand what's really actually happening, and stop making people feel that are spiritually inclined like there's something wrong with them, or like they're crazy because they go against what your norm is, whenever you're not even interpreting what the words are anyways correctly. Go back and do your research on what was actually originally written and how it was deciphered and changed into something else and manipulated into benefiting men, of all things. Like, because anything that has to do with a woman being powerful or anything has long since been removed. Because women's power, especially when they have their psychic abilities open all the way and in tune, that is an unstoppable force, and they know that. They're aware of that. There's no confusion about that. We are literally a living, walking portal from one realm to another, and we give birth to the human race. Like, Someone is stuck in turmoil. Somebody is stuck in an unstable situation. There is stubbornness or arrogance that is possibly playing some sort of part in this situation. So there is imprisonment or despair here. Maybe somebody can't find stable work. Like maybe since they walked away from you, they can't find like stable work or a stable job. They want me to pull this, so I will. This is sealed. And they're afraid of like possibly going to jail. I don't ever wish that on nobody. Don't ever say that about anybody. Don't wish that on people. That's terrible. Like that's not for you to decide. Someone could be afraid that this is happening to them because they either owe so much money or they're in an unstable situation that causes them turmoil, and they're realizing that their pride, their arrogance, and their ego is what got them in this situation, and now they don't know what to do. You may be helping this person, or you're being very sympathetic, or like lending an empathetic ear to them. Like I'm listening, or like, you know, like if you need to talk about it, like something could be happening with a small animal, a small pet. Dogs are out here twice, by the way. This could have something to do with children. This could have something to do with maybe like child support or alimony. Maybe somebody owes child support and they can't keep like a steady income or something like that. Your occupation here could have something to do, literally, that is a divinely guided thing that helps children. You may even make like children's clothing, or maybe you sew your children's, like maybe you sew their clothes. We have the number 34 out here again. Whatever you're doing for work is bringing you financial stability. You could be receiving a gift from a mature man. This mature man could be a wealthy man. We have lucky number 13. What's up, Buttercup? You could be receiving money from two different men, or maybe someone here left you something and this wealthy man is gifting you something. These could be father and son. These could be business partners. You have the change of a situation. This landed on the same side of the table as the changes we pulled from the angelic numerology, 454 changes. And then there's change. There's action. There's movement. You could be changing homes. Like maybe you're moving to a bigger home. The change could be that you're getting married. The change could be that you're receiving a gift and it's a child. You're pregnant, maybe. Somebody could be pregnant here. Somebody could literally work with children, like as a teacher, or like maybe you're a daycare provider or something like that. This marriage is literally divinely guided to be. You either have children with this person, or like this person wants to start a family with you, or maybe this is a blended family and they want to marry you and take care of you and your children. These men are watching you make choices. You could be the man watching a female take care of children. Somebody, May 13th could be significant. So somebody could be like very attracted, like romantically, or like finds it very respectable or very honorable, the changes that you've made to ensue growth, not only in your own life, but in your children's lives, or to help children grow. like to be a trusted individual that helps children grow or that helps them navigate through problems. Somebody could find your loyalty to your children very attractive. Like, I'm about to change the way I'm doing everything, and that includes cutting you off if you're being toxic to the stability that my children require. Like, no, you want to try to come in and mess up my stability or try to mess up what I got going for my babies, you better think again. You better think twice, 3 times, 4 times before you ever come at me with that bullshit, because no. No. Nope. I don't care if you're the person that we had kids with. I don't care if you're the person that we went half on some kids. You're not being stable. I'm about to cut that off, because no, they deserve the utmost respect and they deserve stability. They deserve to feel safe. And if you're not giving that, you can go all the way over there. Or if you're trying to, this could also be someone trying to like force their like religious beliefs on how you're raising children, or someone like commenting about like how you're not raising your children with religion, or trying to comment to someone else, like maybe one of these men trying to infiltrate their mind about how you're not raising children the right way because you don't take them to church, or you don't take them to the right kind of church, or it's like no matter what you do, it's just not good enough. It's just not stable enough. It's just not enough for them to shut the hell up and keep your name out of their mouth. It's just not ever enough. Someone is trying to affect the memories that someone has of you, or even trying to affect the clarity that your children have about you. Let me tell you one thing. Okay? Let me tell you one thing. Your kids are the realest people you will ever meet in your life. And if you are an upstanding parent, children just naturally love because you're their parent. Even if you mess up, they are still unconditionally loving as small children. So if you're trying to badmouth someone in front of them, or trying to convince them to have a different idea about their parents, that's a really, really hard job to do. And how terrible are you that you would even do that? How terrible that you would even turn the narrative of one of their parents against them, or to make them think otherwise. Like, no, don't do that. Because you have your own opinions, you let that baby form their own opinions, because the truth will come out. And if that is happen to be the fact that that person is not doing right or whatever, they'll figure that out on their own. You don't need to feed them full of nonsense to do that. It's not necessary. They will figure out the truth on their own, and they're going to have questions when they get older. They're going to want things answered. They're going to want to know. They're going to want to understand. And when that time comes and they're old enough to be mature enough to even ask questions like that, then that's different. But when they're small and innocent and looking at you like you're the greatest thing since peanut butter, that's how it needs to stay. Okay? This imprisonment type of situation or despair could literally be like someone in the imprisonment of their own thoughts. They're stuck in their own mind. They're stuck in restless energy. Somebody could be drinking too much. Somebody got involved with people that drink too much. Somebody got involved either romantically or in a business situation, and these people drink too much and they are not reliable. They are not loyal to the cause. They like go when they feel like it, or like they don't show up 100 for business. They don't do good business. They're flaky, or they're late, or something like that. They're not dependable. Someone feels imprisoned in their own thoughts because they let pride and outside energies like keep them in indecision, or try to feed you full of energy and information that would keep you confused or an indecisive energy. Okay. This is sealed. So we have honoring the past. Someone may be in some sort of like nostalgic energy about you, or you could be in some sort of nostalgic energy about someone or a situation, possibly. That could be significant. The word crone just came forward. Corvids are significant. Someone is really tired. Someone is very, very physically tired. This could be like chronic fatigue syndrome, or somebody is just exhausted. We have personal alchemy, alchemizing energy that is of a lower vibrational frequency and turning it into something that is beneficial for you, or that is a happy outcome. You could be dealing with a Virgo. This is exploration of energy, exploration of information, exploration of feelings, maybe. Preparing to sign some sort of documentation. This could have to do with this marriage, or this could have to do with this leadership position and the contractual agreement that brings you stability with this Ace of Pentacles. And then you also have a new beginning here, the Wolf Moon. Wolves could be your familiar. There's a new divinely guided beginning that is like literally supposed to be on your pathway. You could be signing a new romantic contract between a divine counterpart like type of relationship. You could be signing for a home. You could be signing for a job. You could be signing for property. This is divine masculine. This is divine feminine. There is a full moon here. Something that you possibly don't see is that you're about to come into union with your divine counterpart. It could be this wealthy or mature man. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Rabbits or hares are significant. The hare moon, propagating energy. The 14th of this month. That's today. Today's the 14th? Today's the 14th. Today is the 14th. That could be significant. Something happens today, or something you're setting in motion. You're like generating income. You're generating energy. Somebody sees you as an energy like generator, or like a new beginning or prosperity generator. Like you're the generator of abundance. An actual generator that like keeps people's electricity running also could be significant, or like a really loud like air pump generator or something. It's super, super loud. I can hear the fan. Something to do about a chapel or a church could be significant. Cherry blossoms. Oh my gosh, I love cherry blossom trees. They're my favorite. The color pink is significant. This has been a channeled message for the collective of all zodiac signs. Thank you so very much for being here. I'm so appreciative of all of your support. If you're looking to navigate through this energy or any other situation that you're having in your life right now, whether that be with yourself or a spiritually inclined little, maybe you need direction in some way, or you're unsure as how to navigate going forward, come and see me for a virtual one-on-one, okay? You can find that information of how to reach me. Either the link in my bio here, lucky number 13 on my screen, or you can find always that information down in the comments section below of my YouTube videos. Reach out to my hotline at 720-675-7551, or you can check out my website, www.ThePsychicMinistry.com. It would be an honor to channel spirit for you, and it is an absolute joy to help you with any of your spiritual needs. Come and see me. All right. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all of the love. Get your tickets for my event, August 31st, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's a mini course on awakening the spirit and connecting you with your intuitive gifts. So come and see me. You can get those through Eventbrite, or you can get them through my website. Okay. I love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed. I love you. Bye, guys.